What's up, everybody? This is Dr. Amber Ann Lyons, and I am here with your Cope to Hope check-in. We know that this is the month of February, which is the month of Black History Month. So we are recognizing and looking into our Cope to Hope program, presenting some information and some viewpoints of different people within our community, surrounded around the mental health in the Black community and the African American community in various demographics. So today we have with us no stranger to Healing Pain Through the Arts program, which is what the Cope to Hope Youth and Young Adults Mental Health Matters 2 program is under. This is a phenomenal, talented young man who I love dearly, and I'm going to let him introduce himself. So we're gonna chop it up a little bit about his demographic in regards to mental health in the Black community. So, who are you?
Yes, thanks for having me, first of all. But I'm Tyler Almonor. Some may know me as TySmoove, as one of my aliases in entertainment. I'm a singer, songwriter, performer, dancer, actor, just kind of an entertainment extraordinaire, worship leader, whatever I'm not in a box, so kind of whatever field you want to throw me in. I use my gifts and my graces and my talents that God has given to me. So it's kind of how I guess I like to explain myself.
Okay. Well, welcome, Tyler, to this segment of Cope to Hope check-in for our Black History Month mental health within the Black community. So you said something that we want to touch. You talked about being an actor, a singer, a dancer.
Yeah.
That's the entertainment field.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes,
so let's talk a little bit about mental health. And how old are you, Tyler?
I'm 25 years old.
Okay, 25-year-old Black African American young king within the entertainment industry. So, in speaking about being an entertainer within the Black culture, there's a disparity in the Black and African American community anyway in regards to mental health. In regards to, there's like a 25% for African Americans as opposed to white people in being able to access mental health resources, being able to there's a disparity between the cultures in regards to mental health. Therefore, with that disparity, we don't seek it as much because a lot of people don't have the access to it. They don't have the resources to get it, whether they don't have medical insurance or whether they don't even, it's a stigma within our culture that we don't go to therapy, we don't seek help, a lot of generational curses. So with that being a general statistic, in the entertainment field, as a young Black man, what are some of the things you've seen that of maybe affecting your generation and the people within your demographic in regards to mental health?
Okay, that's a good question. I think everybody's going through something, right? But I think the difference is outlet to be able to express and talk about some of these things that we're going through. Specifically for entertainers, we all know there's a lot of industry standards and there's a lot of marks you have to hit, and a lot of it people tie to their own value and their own worth, right? And the problem is they don't feel like they have spaces to be able to express these things, right? Because whereas you think whatever art form you're a part of is an outlet for that, it's kind of shamed in our community to be able to put real life situations and pain and heartbreak, and kind of like it's not common to not be ashamed of not being okay, if that makes sense, right? So like not being okay is not looked at as, or admitting that you're not okay is not looked at as empowering, you know? It's shamed and it's shunned.
And looked at as weak?
Yes, absolutely. It's looked at as a weakness. And no one who goes before people with their talents wants to be seen as weak, right? And so we bottle a lot of things in and we hold on to a lot of things, and we try to just go through the motions of life and still adding on more pressures and more stresses to ourselves because we're not dealing with these things, but also encountering even more things that are added to them. And so it's tough. And I think having the conversation, I think being willing to not only, of course, therapy and having counseling and things of that nature, but also being open, right? Having an open dialogue and an open conversation and making it more common to be able to speak about the things that we're going through.
So Tyler, how do we do that? Because you as we talked about, Cope to Hope is from pain to purpose.
Yes.
Under our youth program, which is Healing Pain Through the Arts. You've been involved with that for years.
Yes.
The Cope to Hope program is a little over a year old. We've had multiple in-person check-ins where we bring people together, and our youth and young adults and even adults together, to be able to have resources, connect with resources, ask questions of a panel. But what do you think about dialogues like this, one-on-one or more small intimate groups where we can chop it up and you can speak more? Because with the check-ins that we've had have been where y'all guys write a question on the paper and then the panel or a moderator asks the question and then the panel answer it. So y'all been involved with these check-ins that we've had, and you've been like on the receiving end of the information. Now is the time to flip it and let you guys do the talking.
Yeah.
And let you guys do the opening up one-on-one or either in small settings. How do we help you to get to the place where you guys feel like it's, when I say you guys, I mean your age group. You're a young black man, 25 years old, in the entertainment industry. The entertainment industry is hard, Tyler.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It is hard. It's a lot going on there. It can be very diabolical in some places, and a lot of stuff that it goes against the grain, and it's a lot of stuff that can wear heavy on your mind. Being able to fit in, being able to hit the numbers, being able to find your space, being able to keep up with the image, having the resources and the money just to be able to get to auditions or work with people, and even to do your own art. Everything takes resources. So that stuff weighs heavily on you. But how do you think that this is a good approach to be able to like have these one-on-ones and just break it up a little bit small groups? Because we want to hear your voice. We want you to know that this is a place that you're safe. I think we have made that known in Cope to Hope, that it's a safe space.
Yes.
That is a space where you guys are going to get resources. It's a space where you guys can ask questions. It's a space where you all are able to know that we have your back. We are trying to destigmatize this conversation. So in doing that, do you feel that this is helpful? Do you want to see more of these? What can we do more to make you know that it is okay for us to have these dialogues?
Yes, absolutely. To answer your first question, absolutely. I think these are absolutely necessary and they are effective, right? I think both settings, a lot of the Cope to Hope check-ins that I've been a part of have been panels answering questions that we ask, which we very desperately need, but also having smaller and smaller groups as well, groups of 3, groups of one-on-one, having these conversations, because the biggest issue that we have specifically for me in the industry is we do not feel heard. We do not feel like we have a voice.
Wow.
There's no voice here, right? In the sports world, specifically in basketball, they have this phrase called shut up and dribble, where the players feel like they don't have a voice because they just have to shut up and dribble. They can't speak on things that are pressing issues, trying times. They can't speak on social issues. They just shut up and dribble. And in entertainment in general, I think there's a shut up and blink. Shut up and sing, shut up and dance, shut up and stop trying to push for something, stop trying to bring awareness to something, just shut up and do the thing.
Wow.
And I think these spaces that give us a voice, right? They give us an opportunity to get our questions answered that we may have, but then also giving us a voice to express what we've been through, are necessary in each capacity, whether it's a smaller group, a larger event. They're all necessary. and I'm grateful that specifically from Pain to Purpose, Healing Pain Through the Arts, like I'm so grateful that there are organizations like this that are doing these things.
Well, we're trying to meet the need. We saw this started out with us being able to see that there was a need with our young people, youth and young adults, when it comes to mental health. And understanding that just because you're having issues with mental health, depression, anxiety, social anxiety, different things like that, that you don't have a mental illness. I think that's a big part of it too.
Yeah.
People think as soon as you say mental health, oh, somebody think I'm crazy, or somebody think I'm schizophrenic, or somebody think I'm bipolar. Right? And you have people that have but those are diagnosed mental illnesses that have to be under doctor's care with treatment plans and things of that nature. And sometimes people need that.
Yeah.
But then you just have, like you said, we've all been going through something. Pre-pandemic, pandemic, years of pandemic, and post-pandemic. We are trying to find our way in this new post-pandemic world.
Yeah.
So we have to open up this dialogue and open up this conversation. So for Black History Month, do me a favor, before we go, leave something for the people, a message that you want them to know from somebody like you in the entertainment industry in regards to mental health, and then also tell people where we can find you and they can connect with you.
Okay. I think I want to leave with you, and you may have heard this before, it may sound cliche, but I want you to hear from me. It is okay not to be okay. It's okay to feel like you're headed to that place where you're not going to be okay, and it's okay if you've felt like you haven't been okay in a while. These are not things that should be shameful. These are not things that you should have to hide. Okay, we're all going through something, and if you're not okay, I want you to know that everyone is going through something, and you can find places and spaces and communities where people are willing to listen to you. You have a voice. They're willing to listen to you. They're willing to help. They're willing to aid you. But the first step is really looking your mental health in the eyes and saying, I may not be okay right now, or I may be headed to that place where I'm not okay. And that is okay. I am Tyler Almonor, also known as TySmoove, with 2 O's and a V-E. And you can find me on Instagram at gufe.ty, goof.ty. This is your Cope to Hope check-in. Sayonara.
That was powerful, Ty. And from the heart, I really appreciate you speaking with us today. Just kind of off the rip.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's not rehearsed. No. This is real live stuff. And I appreciate your time and always your support and being a part of From Pain to Purpose and Healing Pain Through the Arts youth program. So listen, Cope to Hope always has a place for you, and we just want to be able to connect with young people, youth and young adults, to let them know that their mental health matters too. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So thank you. This is Dr. Amber Ann Lyons checking out with TySmoove. This has been your Cope to Hope check-in, Black History Month edition, focusing on mental health in the Black and African American community. Let's hear from you. Send us your messages. Check out what we got going on, and we're looking forward to having more of these through the month of February, Black History Month. Peace out.